My friends, today we have 4 stories of lost media in speedrunning. Infamous instances where videos were online for a while, or significant speedruns were live streamed, but the video footage is no longer available to be seen, and has likely been lost forever. Whether it's a speedrun where only 1 or 2 clips remain, or someone's entire speed gaming career more or less vanishing from the internet, here are 4 instances of lost media in speedrunning. But first, a warm welcome to the sponsor for this video, Dragon City. Indeed, Dragon City is a remarkable mobile game, free to play on Android, iOS, Microsoft, Amazon, which you can download now through the link in the description. The goal is essentially to build an epic, Dragon City with the thousands of dragons available in the game, whom you can train and battle with to make them more powerful, and PvP against your friends or other world-class dragon lords. You can even mate your dragons together to create new, more powerful dragons. And there are brand new events going on all the time in-game, every single week. One of the most fascinating aspects is the integration of other well-known YouTubers into the game, like the intrepid Dream. What a remarkable dragon this fellow has. If you download the game with the link in my description, you get some very nice rewards. 15,000 food, 30,000 gold, and the very rare Thief Chief dragon. But this offer is only good for a week, so be sure to act quickly before this offer becomes lost media. So if you're looking for some pleasant fun, download the game with the link in description now. Thanks again to Dragon City for sponsoring this video, and on we go. Siglemic was, without a doubt, one of the most influential speedrunners of all time. He improved the world records in Super Mario 64, 120, and 70 star numerous times from 2011 to 2014, but many of these speedruns have been lost. In fact, there is a New York Post article from 2013 mentioning Siglemic's speedrunning, at a time when it was completely unheard of for online gaming achievements to get any kind of mainstream media recognition. And in this article, linking to one of his world records, we can see the video has been made private. This is more or less the story of Siglemic's lost media. His runs were often saved as highlights on Siglemic's Twitch channel or uploaded to his YouTube channel, but in recent years he's removed almost all of his online presence and deleted or privated all of these videos. 2 of his most significant records, 144.01 and 143.54, are still available online. Hilariously, his 144.01 is archived on a channel which has since become some kind of TikToker's fan page. But many of Siglemic's other runs exist only in small fragments, like stream recordings of the final few minutes, and some don't exist anymore at all, having been fully lost. One particularly memorable live stream from Siglemic, which has been lost, was a 72-hour marathon stream he performed one weekend in late 2012 or early 2013. In this stream, he began by playing Super Mario 64, but eventually moved to other games, including a Majora's Mask any % race against Narcissa Wright. Siglemic had been a Majora's Mask speedrunner years earlier, but had since forgotten how to do most of the tricks, so the stream was incredibly entertaining. By the end of the marathon stream, Siglemic seemed to be hallucinating from sleep deprivation while completing a 120-star speed run in roughly 3 or 4 hours. In April 2014, he would perform another marathon stream, this time 24 hours. This stream has also been mostly lost, but 2 key fragments of the stream have survived. About 6 hours into the stream, which had been entirely 120-star attempts to this point, Siglemic achieved the new 120-star record of 143.54, a record he had been going for on and off for over a year, and it would be the last world record he would ever set in that category. He would then follow this up with a rematch of the Majora's Mask race against Narcissa Wright. This Majora's Mask race has mostly survived, with YouTube user Armageddon re-uploading the race. The race is missing only the first 13 minutes and is an incredible watch, giving great insight into the speedrun community at that time. However, the rest of the livestream has likely been lost forever. It is completely understandable that some folks do want to leave their online lives behind and remove their presence entirely, so I don't want to belabor the point. But Siglemic's influence on the speedrun community won't soon be forgotten by those who are around to witness it, even though most of his speedrun media has since been lost. April 13th, 2012 was a day that would change speedrunning forever, for it is this day when the Ganondoor strategy was discovered in Ocarina of Time, that being the discovery that one could warp from the Deku Tree to Ganon's castle, defeating Ganon as a child, and making the once Odyssean game beatable in less than half an hour. Up until this point, the fastest way to beat the game was this really wacky strategy involving getting Furore's Wind on the B button and warping from Dodongo's cavern into the credits. So naturally, speedrunners were thrilled to have a new strategy to play around with and set new records. On that day, many Zelda speedrunners took their primitive streams and hangouts online, which were not as centralized as they are today on Twitch and Discord. Folks were in various places like Skype, IRC chat, streaming on all sorts of now defunct websites. It was a chaotic but happy mess. Incredibly, the very first world record ever set with the Ganondoor strategy is still viewable today, a highlight on the Twitch channel of ZFG, beating the game in what appears to be 35 minutes and 15 seconds, although back then, runs were timed from reset rather than starting a new file. So this would be a 34:59 by today's standards. In any case, a couple other runs that night would become our lost media. A runner, Choco Pop-Tart, held the record at 28 minutes something seconds, but only for a matter of about 12 minutes. In fact, this YouTube comment from ZFG's follow-up record shares an estimate that Choco Pop-Tart finished his run as ZFG was roughly 13 minutes into his next run, a time that would defeat Choco Pop-Tart with 25:32. However, through the following night, as happens every day, Asia was waking up, and legendary Japanese speedrunner SVA gave the new strategy some attempts. SVA scored a new record of 25:15, streaming the event through Stickam, a now defunct live streaming video chat website. Unfortunately, no one was actively screen recording the run, so it went in one end of the internet tubes and out the other. But many community members witnessed the run and can verify that it actually happened. Amazingly, there have been roughly 140 improvements to the Ocarina of Time any % world record since, and every single one still has a video out there that exists and is viewable today. An amazing and commendable achievement in archiving and preventing lost media by the Zelda speedrun community. In early 2013, a battle was taking place between three of GoldenEye speedrunning's all-time great players, Perfect Ace, Mark Rutsu, and True Faith. They were all playing for 45 seconds on Egypt Secret and 00 Agent, a level that blends the skill of getting accurate headshots on Baron Samedi from very far away, with the luck of having him pass away quickly thanks to a fast death animation. Ace would win this battle, getting the pair of 45s on January 22nd and 26th, and Mark would tie these only days later on the 29th and 30th. True Faith himself wasn't to be left far behind, as he would notch the 45 on 00 Agent on February 2nd, and the 45 on Secret Agent on February 9th. A classic trifecta showing why they are indeed the legends of the game. However, at the time, True Faith was simply streaming his gameplay to Twitch using a community-shared account. Now, it should always be the responsibility of the speedrunner to archive and back up copies of their speedruns. Alas, this doesn't always happen. In this case, True Faith's 45 00 Agent was indeed downloaded and re-uploaded to YouTube by a helpful fellow gamer. However, for whatever reason, this wasn't the case with his 45 Secret Agent. The run just lingered there as a past broadcast on this unpartnered community channel for about a month. Many people watched the run, including proof moderators who verified its existence and legitimacy. However, after the 14-day period or whatever it was back in 2012, where Twitch purges your past broadcasts, the run was just lost forever. Everyone felt kind of foolish when we had noticed the video footage of the run had simply vanished into the ether, but it was an important lesson to learn that anyone in the community can step up and make sure runs are archived, especially when they're in the limbo of being precariously stored in a past broadcast on a community Twitch channel. While 45 is no longer the world record on the stage, True Faith's run does have the rare distinction of being a second place time ranked on the leaderboards with no video available. So in December 2017, speedrunner JC set a world record in Castlevania II any percent for the NES, beating the game in a time of 31:34. He highlighted the run, as you do, on his Twitch channel, and there it sat for a while as the world record, until he would improve it a number of times in September 2018. Also in September 2018, however, Twitch experienced a glitch which resulted in a number of highlights hosted there getting lost or deleted. We can see a comment about this in a Reddit thread on our Twitch from that time, where user KJNK writes, "Hi, I work on the VOD team at Twitch. Highlights are supposed to be permanent. You might have lost some highlights when we had an unfortunate glitch earlier in the year that deleted highlights from a few users. If so, apologies for the incident. We're working hard to make sure this doesn't happen again." One of these highlights was indeed the world record speedrun of Castlevania II in 31:34 by JC. A video clip of the ending of this speedrun has survived, as clips seem to be stored differently from highlights on Twitch, but the rest of the run is entirely lost. This run would still be good for third place in the world on the leaderboards for Castlevania II any percent today, as only JC and SPD Wolf have done better. That being said, the runs that have been completed faster do have videos available, so it could be worse. This is just one more example of how, unfortunately, Twitch is an unreliable platform to safely archive your speedrun videos. I strongly recommend making sure to keep copies of your significant speedruns on your own hard drives, as well as at least one version uploaded to YouTube, and perhaps one more media sharing website like Dailymotion or even Facebook. I know it sounds ridiculous, but these websites are all much more reliable at keeping videos than Twitch, where you truly never know if your speedrun highlight will be one day here, one day gone. So there are 4 stories of lost media in speedrunning. There are countless more similar stories from around the world of speedrunning and gaming, so let me know in the comments about the lost media you spend the most time lying awake at night, dreaming about finding or seeing again. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big like and subscribe with notifications on so you never miss a new video. A big thanks once again to Dragon City for sponsoring this video. Remember, you can download the game for free on most platforms and have a fun time with the link in my description. Thanks for watching, stay true my friends, and I'll see you in the next stream or video.